Okay, I wanted to create a short video about some misinformation. Not really misinformation, but wrong information, wrong impressions that were given about the actions of the Meade County Ethics Commission on JJ, on its ruling that JJ violated the ethical standards of conduct in Meade County. And the problem is that I've seen it in news articles and in chats that people talk about where they're defending JJ and both saying, well, he wasn't even issued a written reprimand, implying that it wasn't really a problem or something. I don't know what they're trying to imply. Or even on news reports, they'll say he was not issued a written reprimand, right? So the problem with that is they didn't have the authority to issue a written reprimand. The only options that they had, once they ruled that he violated the conduct, the only options that they had were to fine him a fine up to $1,000, I believe it was, or just do nothing. They chose to do nothing. Issuing a letter of reprimand, they had no authority to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to present evidence that shows that verifies what I'm saying here, and I'll provide the links in here so you can go look for yourself. And let's make sure we're clear on what the facts are. That's all I care about. I don't care about JJ Scarborough's, maniacal, and this other guy's maniacal, feud against each other. I just really want the facts. I'd like to see the documents, the facts, so I can just make it clear what's going on. So I'm going to show you how I came to this conclusion, and if anyone can provide further information, some pushback, please let me know, because I just want to see, I just want to make sure I understand what the situation is. And there'll be another video, hopefully, maybe coming about the entire ethics situation in Meade County. Probably the same way in a lot of places in Kentucky, because Kentucky has some really strange takes on ethics. But that'll be another time. This is just for this one issue here. And also, people will say, and I didn't, I thought, I'd say, well, JJ was found guilty of, violating the ethics, and his defense will go, no, he wasn't found guilty. If you read the news stories, it doesn't say he was found guilty. But as a matter of fact, in the ethics code, it says that he is, that he is guilty of a civil law violation. So let's look at the existing code is here. So this is the current code. Any officer or employee found to have violated any provision of this ordinance shall be deemed guilty of a civil offense and may be subject to a civil fine imposed by the Board of Ethics not to exceed $1,000, blah, 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 blah. What this doesn't say is that under penalties, it doesn't say that they can issue a letter of reprimand. So according to this, if someone violates the ethics, their only options are to fine them or basically to do nothing. They don't have the option of issuing a letter of reprimand. So if you go to the Meade County government web page, Meade County, and you go, they have, well, let's see, Meade County local government, and they pushed all these little notices and updates in here. And I do Control F and do ethics. So you notice, like this last month, the county is doing a lot of updates to the ethics, code of ethics. This one just had its second reading in November, right? And if you look at this code of ethics for the proposed code of ethics, so if you go here to the proposed code of ethics, and you scroll down here, things that are underlined are things that they're adding to the code, right? So they strike through things they're taking out, and they underline things that they're adding to it. So if we go back down to that same section, penalties, right? They're adding in the commission, if it so chooses, may issue a written reprimand in lieu of a fine, depending on the severity of the conduct before it. So they've found that that they didn't have the option to issue a reprimand, and now they're updating the code to give the Ethics Commission the authority to issue a written reprimand. So people say, well, they didn't even issue a written reprimand. They didn't have the authority to issue a written reprimand. They couldn't issue a written reprimand. The only thing they had the authority to do was either fine him or nothing. They chose to do nothing instead of fining him. That's it. That's all that they could do. Number two, he is guilty. He's not just, found whatever. He is guilty of a civil law violation, right? So just to get it straight, that's the truth. Okay, yeah. Let me know if I'm wrong or if I'm missing something. I'll do another update, but this appears to be the case. So let's call a spade a spade. All right.